Good morning. How are you all? Great honour to be here this morning. I'm a little disappointed, lads, on the sound desk with my backing track there. We did a little sound check yesterday and I got up and they played I Am Titanium. Now, if you don't get that, you haven't read the programme notes. The rehab is very different than ordinary hospital because behind your bed you've got goals, objectives, and your programme over your bed on the hospital wall. And this was my first ever exposure to any of this. And what they said to me early on, having assessed me, was that the very first important thing we have to do here, Paul, while all those grafts settle down, is we have to get your knee to bend 90 degrees. If you're ever going to walk anyway well again, your knee has to bend 90 degrees minimum. Because the rehab had taken this guy in bits in very early March. And on the 3rd of June, I walked on crutches down steps into a party. 3rd of March to 3rd of June, 3 months, 90 days, 90 degrees, 1 degree per day. And that's where I learned the incredible power of a plan of small steps and how quickly they build up into something huge. I had been taught how to achieve things because the rehab had exposed me to, for the first time in my life, visualization. Early on, they said to me, "Do you see yourself walking again?" I said, "Yes." They said, "Close your eyes and picture it. Dream about it, if you like." They said, "Do you see yourself dancing?" I said, "That's hard to see." They said, "Close your eyes and see yourself dancing, because we see you dancing." So I did that. And they said, what colour shirt are you wearing?" "Blue." So they forced me into a detailed visualization of what was going to happen. I had never had any exposure to any of this. Positivity, visualization, goal setting, and a plan of small steps. But I came back to work with all this new knowledge. If there's one thing came out of my disaster, and it's a good thing, it was a whole new awareness of all this. The most important thing I would say to everyone here is, for 2014, is we must have a goal for 2014. Most people don't. And I've only, in the more recent years, really stuck to this to make it work. And don't have 7 or 8 goals for 2014 because you'll get confused. And people often do this enthusiastically. I'm definitely going to improve that, and I'm going to be better at this, and I'm going to do a bit of that. And I like doing that, so I'll do some time on that. The most effective people I've ever met in business have a laser-like focus on the most important thing. And they're absolutely dogged with it. Laser-like. Like a dog with a bone. And that's what we need to be. So for 2014, what's the game changer for you? What is going to make the difference in your life? What's going to change your life? Forget the 7 or 8 other things, which are all admirable. Pick that. And it turned out that I was the first double amputee helicopter pilot in the world. And I thought, wow, that's interesting. Probably just as well I didn't know that before I started. But isn't that interesting? But the most interesting thing about all of this is look at the change in my mindset. Look at the change in my mindset. 17 years old, fit as a bloody fiddle, no reason in the world why I couldn't have been a pilot, and I didn't think I could do it. Non-starter. I'm not in that league. 20 years later, I now have no legs. It's now 20 times harder, 30 times harder, 50 times harder, 100 times harder. No one's ever done it before. And I become a helicopter pilot. What an extraordinary change in mindset. Isn't it a really powerful thing? That's a message I'd like to leave you with. I work a lot on customer service, which is a passion of mine. And I've come up with a system which is working very well with larger companies. It is very hard to get the message out there. And my business tip for 2014 is that customer service is absolutely the biggest opportunity in Ireland. It is staring us in the face in our life. And I call them canaries. Canaries. These are the gems, right? Canaries. And I call them canaries because they're very rare. You see very few canaries in the wild, but they're bright and they're colourful and they're always moving and they sing and they make us happy, and you want to be served by them, and you want to work with them. Canaries, they're gems. I'm not a canary. Most of us are robins. I think about 80% of us are robins. And we all like robins. I call them robins. They're robins. You see loads of robins in the wild. It's most of us. And we like robins, but they're brown. But when a robin turns around and faces you and sings, wow, look at that. That's nearly as good as a canary, isn't it? And that's what I say when I'm teaching customer service or teaching anyone in life stuff. Us robins, we need to be turning around, give your best display of personality and enthusiasm and colour and sing at every opportunity, every contact with customers, clients, your family, your friends. This is bring your personality and colour to it. I know that I can make it, though you're doing me wrong, so wrong. You thought that my pride was gone. Oh no, there's something inside so strong, something inside so strong. Thank you. Bye-bye.